And with that said, we got our guest speaker on here today. I'm so excited about hearing him. It gives me great honor and privilege to bring up this young man who hailed from Houston, Texas, built the organization down there, spends all the time in the world with his son because he did something in this business, started off at a ripe young age. He's only 31 years young and done some fantastic things. In fact, he make more money talking than he can by flipping burgers and flipping buns. And got excited, built a big organization up in Baltimore, Maryland area, down to Florida, buying real estate. Without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to none other than the great Mr. Shakeel.
But I want to thank you guys again for being on the call today. And again, thank you, Mr. Thomas. I like your background, man. It's just a blessing to be able to travel the world and, just be able to do things like this and still be able to make money while you're on the road. So I know you're very grateful for the lifestyle you've been able to create by going out there and building this business big. And for the people on the call who don't know who I am, again, like Mr. Thomas said, my name is Shakeel Cooper. I'm currently 31 years old. I got involved in this ACN opportunity October 27th, 2013. And it's been one of the best opportunities I've ever been a part of. Getting involved in the ACN changed not just my mindset, but just my entire life. It changed the way I think. It changed the way I live my life. And because of this opportunity, I've been able to do many, many great things. So I want to thank ACN for giving us this opportunity. And for the people on the call, if you just take this opportunity serious, there's so much to get out of the opportunity more than just the money. The money is just the cherry on top, but there's so many other things that I've learned, the person I became, and just the person that I know I'm going to become in the future. And it all comes from a lot of things that I learned in this ACN opportunity. So today I just want to talk about a few different things. I know we talked about a lot this month. The first thing I want to talk about is mental health and mindfulness. I need people on this call to prioritize their mental well-being and practices such as doing meditation. Even if you wake up in the morning, spend 5-10 minutes by yourself. Just clear your mind. You got to get your mind right, because what I understand that most people do is that they deal with life and then they bring it into their business. And you got to understand that you can't mix your personal life and your business life. You got to have the mindset that, listen, even though while I'm dealing with life, I still got to do what I got to do anyway. Because let's say, right, you just don't feel like going to work today. What happens if you don't go to work? You're going to get fired. So we still don't feel like doing certain things, but we have to do it anyway, right? So why can't you do the same for your business? You got to understand that life is going to continue to life. And if you literally just have the mindset that I'm going to do it anyway, you're going to become successful, because you're always not going to feel like doing anything. You're always not going to feel like talking to people. You're always not going to feel like traveling. You're just not going to feel like it. But it doesn't matter about what you feel if you got to understand that life is going to happen anyway. Just go out there and understand that life is going to keep lifing. That's what I say. I'm like, man, life is just lifing, because you're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. Life is like seasons. You're going to have the hot summers, right? Then you're going to have the fall. Then you're going to have the winter. Then you're going to have the spring. And guess what? It keeps happening over and over and over. So it's the same thing in our life. It's the same way. And again, you got to understand that. Number two, financial literacy is very important, because you can make a lot of money in this opportunity, but if you don't understand budgeting, if you don't understand investing, if you don't understand saving for future goals and to create a plan to improve the long-term financial security, then you're going to just make a lot of money and lose a lot of money. We had no people that made a lot of money and they lost it. There's a lot of people we know of, right? But what about those people that found the opportunity and they understood that, man, if I don't keep on investing into my business, I might not have a business. See, some people feel as though when they hit a position, that's it. No, you got to keep on investing, because guess what? You are your biggest investment. So the more that you invest back into yourself, the bigger your business is going to grow. That's why having mentors is very important. That's why reading is very important. That's why studying successful people is very important. Taking care of your health is very important, because guess what? It all ties back into what's really your goals. 2025 is coming up. What's your goals? See, I had goals for 2025 months ago. I'm not going to wait until December 31st to say, you know what? I'm ready to start hitting the gym. I'm ready to start making money. Like, no, I've been ready to start making money since March 6th, 1993, since I was born. That's just how I feel. I was born. I was ready to go. And that's why I have this urgency when it comes to my life, because you got to think about it. You don't have time to play around. When was the last time you went to the grocery store and saw how much it is to eat. You know, everything's only going up, but your income is either staying the same or going down. You got to do something different because you can't wait for nobody else to save you. Because guess what? No one's coming to save you. I'm gonna give you a secret. Nobody's coming to save you. See, once I made up in my mind that nobody was coming to save me, I'm self-motivated every single day. Because I know if it's meant to be, it's up to who? It's up to me. We said this in ACN many, many years. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. But most people wait until they need an opportunity to work before they actually start to work. Instead of just working before you really needed to work. And that way, when life do happens, guess what? You now have choices in life on what you want to do. If you want to keep going or you want to give up like most people, right? Because again, most people, number three, they don't develop skills. Listen, in this business, it's a skill. Talking to people, it's a skill. But what's the best thing about skills? Anyone can do it. Anyone can learn a skill. If you do it a long period of time, you can do it. A person that's a barber did not wake up today and said, hey, I know how to cut hair. They had to mess up a lot of people here, mess up a lot of people here, mess up a lot of people here until they become that supreme barber, right? Just like anything, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Michael Phelps, just anybody that's at the top at what they do, they develop that skill. They wasn't born with it. So if you just keep doing something over and over and over again, then guess what? It's only a matter of time before you become great at it. Same with ACN. I wasn't great at ACN at first, but I did it so much that it's like I can just do it without even thinking about it. It's like they can tell me, hey, I need you to get in front of the room in 2 minutes and do a presentation. I can just do it. I don't even got to think about it because it's a skill that I developed over time where it's like, I know the 1 through 10. Most people don't even remember the 1 through 10. It got to the point where I didn't even need to hold the sheet in front of the room, but I still did it because it was duplicatable. It was a skill. It's not just about how great I am. What I'm doing, am I able to duplicate it? Are you able to duplicate you? Because if you're not able to duplicate you, then you're doing the wrong things. See, this business is all about duplication. I just need people sharing the plan, acquiring customers, attending events. Sharing the plan, acquiring customers, attending events. That's it. We do the same thing over and over and over again. Number 4, build relationships. Are you out here building relationships? Are you out here networking with other business owners? Because you understand that business owners, they get it. They get it. I'm about to put together a big event in Houston for entrepreneurs in January. A huge event. Because I understand that if I control my network and I bring other people together, it's just going to build everything else that I'm doing. Because you're not out here networking. But what's better than attending networking events? Why not start hosting your own networking events? Do you understand that people want to come to events still? Do you understand that it's not 2020 that you got to put a mask on and be around people? Like, no, you can actually be around people and talk to them. Groups of people, right? So you got to go out there and understand that you got to build a relationship and you got to build a community. My community is what? Entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs, business owners, people that want to be business owners, people that aspire to be business owners, right? So instead of me waiting for someone to do it, I'd rather do it on my own, right? You want to strengthen the connections with your friends, family members, and local community. You also want to do like give backs, or you want to do a weekend where you guys just walk around the neighborhood and pick up the trash. It can be that simple. And wear a t-shirt that have your company name, your team name on it, and people see y'all as a unit. It's like, what's them? They're going to remember you guys in the community. So now guess what? You can always go back and share the opportunity with different people throughout the community, right? Time management. Focus on time management. Some people said, man, I can't work ACM because I got a full-time job. I got the kids. I got this. Listen, an hour a day. Just 2 hours a day. Because it's not about the amount of time, it's the quality of time. Because some people have a lot of time. It's like they said, a person that got a lot of money don't have a lot of time. A person that got a lot of time don't got a lot of money. It's like, it's time management. Because when you have so much stuff going on, like your time is very important. Like after I get in this car, I go to the gym. Then I gotta go take care of some work. Then I gotta pick my son up from school. Then I gotta go do it. It's like my life is timed out because I'm busy. I got stuff going on. But the person don't got anything going on, they can sit around all day and do nothing. and then complain about the situation that they're in when it's like, you can change it, but you got to want to do the work. Most people are not willing to do the work. You got to do the work, right? What is your purpose? What is your passion? What is your goals? What is your goals? Do you even have any goals? Big, small? What's your goals? I got big goals. And that's why I speak with this amount of confidence because I know where I'm going. I'm not guessing. So whenever success happened to me, I'm never surprised because I already knew I was going to be there because I'm putting in the work every single day. Are you putting in the work every single day? Because the worst person that you can lie to is yourself. It's yourself. You can tell me and Mr. Thomas, you doing this, you doing that, but guess what? If you know that you ain't really doing it, why lie to yourself? That's the worst person to lie to is yourself. Some people, you gotta start being real with yourself and say, you know what? I haven't been working hard. I haven't been talking to people. I just haven't been doing it. Because the moment that you accept it, you can actually do something about it. But if you continue to lie to yourself and say, I'm working hard, I talk to these people, nobody want to do it. It's like, how many people you talk to? Oh, my broke uncle that's sitting on the couch drinking beer all day. Why would you talk to that person and listen to their opinion? But that's what it sounds funny, but people do it all the time. They talk to people that don't have what they want, people that they don't want to be like, they don't want nothing like them, but they won't talk to them about an opportunity. And when they give you their opinion, you take it and you run with it. I don't listen to people that don't have what I want. I just don't. I only listen to people that have what I want. And there's nothing wrong with that because if you can become a millionaire, why should I listen to you about how to become a millionaire? If you just make $40,000 a year, there's nothing wrong with that. How are you going to teach me how to make $1,000,000 a month? It's just you can't do it. So I'd rather talk to people that can teach me and get me to where I need to go. Self-care and balance. Yes, we're going to make money. Yes, we're chasing this, but guess what? Where's your balance? When's the last time you took your kids to the park? Think about it. When was the last time you went out and just had fun with your kids? You work so much, you gave a company all your life, but you don't give your family none of your time. Because even though I work hard, listen, I spend a lot of time with my son every single day. We gonna go to the park today, play basketball. You know, when last time you picked your kid up from school? Last time you took your kid to school? Some people, it's their life, their job is their life, but they don't understand that you gotta have balance. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you it's about balance. Because what's the point of making all this money if you can't enjoy it with the people that you love? See, my goal is not just money. My goal is to never have to worry about money. I'm repeating again. My goal is not money. My goal is to never have to worry about money. And that's why I'm working so hard right now while I'm young, so I can kick my feet up like Mr. Thomas and just enjoy life, travel the world. And guess what? Money gonna keep coming in. Why? Because he put in the work. He put in the work. So guess what? He's able to enjoy the fruits of his labor. But if you haven't put in the work yet, then you don't deserve to be on, I don't even know what island he's on right now. But he put in the work. You know, just think about it. Many, many years of just ups, downs, up, downs, up, down. He didn't just land where he's at. He put in the work. And that's what I'm still doing. I'm still putting in the work. I'm not comfortable. I feel as though I haven't even got started yet. I'm not even in my prime yet. I'm only getting better every single day. See, some people will be comfortable about the success. That's cool, but guess what? Yesterday, wins don't matter today. It just don't. Who won last year don't matter about this year. Is you gonna win this year? It's all about what are you gonna do right now? What are you doing right now? I don't want to hear about you as TC for #1 last year and 10 years ago. What are you doing right now? So many people, they just live in the past. Remember when I used to, it's a used to lifestyle. What are you doing right now with your life? What are you doing right now? Are you still putting in that grind? Are you still putting in work? Are you still excited about your life? Because the older most people get, they stop getting excited about life. If you ever talk to most mature people, man, it's like, it's depressing because all they talk about was the good old days. Why can't today still be a good old day? Because they played when they was younger. So many people, they played, they partied, they had a ball. Life was great when they was in their teens and their 20s, but when they turned 30, it just start going downhill. For me, it was the opposite. I didn't play around in my 20s. I wasn't partying in my 20s. I wasn't doing none of the stuff all my friends was doing in their 20s. So while they're like It's crazy. I went back home. I was in Baltimore last week, and I saw some people that I actually went to school with. And I'm like, we're the same age. You look like you're 10, 15 years older than me. We was in high school together, middle school together. They look way older than me. I'm like, this can't be the same person. We're the same age. Some people just let like beat them up and they don't fight back. Life just beat you up and you just sit in it, you complain about it, you cry about it, instead of just keep fighting back. Listen, when I lost it all, I went and got it back. Now I lost it again and I got it back. Guess what? I'm gonna keep doing it over and over and over until I get to multi-millionaire status. That's part of the game. Every millionaire done lost it and had it, lost it and had it. Some people are scared to lose it. You understand that you learn more from losing than you do from winning? You can't win without losing. It's impossible. You can't do it. So for me, I understand that. Guess what? Put in the work, man. Just put in the work. Put in the work. Put in the work now. Like, let everybody have fun right now. Because when I'm ready to kick my feet up and travel the world with my son and live life and just have money just rolling in every single day, I'm gonna tell people, remember when you was having fun and partying, you was living life and you was on social media, you was spending all your money on designer clothes and bags and eating out at restaurants and just living your best life. I was working. And you always told me, why you always working? Why you always working? And now years later, I'm always asking you, why you always working? And I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm just telling you guys the reality. Because right now, this is some of you guys on the call reality. You played around in your early years, and now you're trying to play catch up. I'm not telling you it's too late, but don't wait till you're 50 and 60 years old to start wanting to dream again. There's nothing wrong with it, but think about it. I'd rather be a millionaire in my 30s than be a millionaire in my 60s and 70s. Because guess what? I got a nice amount of time to enjoy it. I wanted to be rich young. That's why I'm working so hard. Listen, I'm working hard now because I want to get it out of the way. I want to get it out. I want to be like, man, I became a multimillionaire in my 30s. And the reason why it happened because I sacrificed my 20s. That's just how it is. I said myself, I'm going to have one kid. I got my kid out of the way at 24 years old. I didn't have a kid at 18 years old. Nothing wrong with it, but I had a kid. My son was born after I hit regional vice president. I had a goal. I'm not having no kids before I position myself in a better position. It's people out here that got 4, 5, 6 kids. Like, you couldn't take care of the first one, but you want to have more. That doesn't make sense. And now you don't have enough money to live your life and invest in the things because guess what? You chose to be outside, having a ball and living your best life. Then you're young and you want to be young forever. And now life ain't so cheap no more. But what if you would have worked hard and invested that money and time and energy and put it towards something that can give you that time back when you're this age? That's all I'm saying. Because everyone that played around when I was working hard, everyone that played around, now they all trying to play catch up. But I'm like, I'm already 11 years ahead. I'm 11 years ahead because I put the work in and I didn't give up and I didn't quit. So anyone on this call, you can do the same, but it's just easier when you're young. You got less responsibilities, you got more energy, and it's just different. So if you're young on this call, take advantage. If you're a little bit more mature, I'm not bashing you, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you can still do it, but man, take life serious now. Take it serious now because if you take it serious now, I promise you, you're going to thank yourself when you get a little older because you're going to have a little bit more money coming in. You're going to have a little bit more time freedom and you can just enjoy life a little bit. Life is not just about working 40 hours a day for 40 to 60 years to retire with less than 40 or 60% of what you couldn't afford to live on in the first place. Life is so much bigger than that. Because guess what? We're doing the same amount of work. You're just doing work that's not going to get you too far. And man, look at that background. That's what I want. Just think about it. It's Wednesday morning. Mr. Thomas is on an island in the middle of who knows what, enjoying his best life. But guess what? He's still working. But after he get off this car, he's going to enjoy life. And guess what? The money is not going to stop. Don't you want to live a life where your money is not dictated by how hard you work because you done put in the work already? Don't you want to travel? Just think about it. That's my goal. Work every single month. Work 2 weeks hard, travel for 2 weeks hard, and do that every single month for the rest of my life. That's my goal. See the world. Because it's so much more than your cubicle. It's so much more than doing the same routine. Waking up in the morning, sitting in traffic, driving to work for 8 hours, get off of work, sit in traffic for an hour and a half, come home, watch the news, talk about what's going on at work, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up, and do that over again for the next 40 to 60 years. Life is so much bigger than that. And I'm not bashing you, but I'm just telling you, you don't even like doing that. So why continue to do it instead of try to do something different to get yourself out of that situation? Because you're not a tree. You can move. You're not stuck right there. I tell you all the time, you can grow, you can move. But if you don't do the work, then guess what? You're going to be stay in the same situation that you in unless you do something different. I'm going to end the call with this. In order to get something different, you got to do something different. I can do these calls for another 5, 10 years and tell you the same thing over and over, just word a little different. But if you don't do the work, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you got to do the work. You can have the best goals, the best plans, the best everything. But without the work, without the physical work, without just doing it, see, I do it and I don't feel like doing it every single day, but I do it anyway. And that's my secret. I remove my feelings. It's not about what I feel like doing. I got to do it. Just do it. You got a meeting, just do it. You got to talk to people, just do it. Do you understand that it's not hard to talk to people? Compliment some person, look good. Listen, if you look presentable, and I'm going to give you this tip before I go, everyone will talk to you. If you take care of yourself, if you keep a fresh haircut, as a guy, I'm gonna talk to the guys real quick. If you keep a fresh haircut, you brush your teeth, you look clean, you iron your clothes, because I don't know what happened in the past couple years, but people don't even iron their clothes no more. People just wake up, shake it off, and they just walk out the house like, why would anyone want to talk to you with a wrinkled shirt on? You gotta look presentable because the Lord judge on the inside. People judge on the outside. So that's why I make sure that even when I dress up, I'm presentable. Even when I'm dressed down with a white t-shirt on, some shorts, I make sure I got a clean pair of shoes on, some nice glasses, keep my hair groomed, and I can go out there and have a conversation with anybody. When I tell you anybody, everybody talk to me. When people say it's hard to talk to people, I'm like, that's a lie. I be at Whole Foods talking to all kind of people that probably wouldn't talk to me if they saw me in the streets, back in the days. But now it's a little different because I'm more cultured. I can be around different groups of people and I can fit right in. I can have a conversation with an older guy that's probably 60, 70 years old from a different background. And we can just have a nice conversation and bond. But it's because I look presentable. I'm not walking around with my pants sagging. I'm not walking around with holes in my shirt. I'm not walking around with crust on my face. I'm not walking around looking like I didn't take a shower for a couple days. I'm in the gym. I'm taking care of my health. So when I talk to people, they don't mind talking to me back because they know that I respect myself. So the reason why you might have a hard time talking to people is because of how you present yourself. Would you talk to you if you was out in public? Ask yourself that question. Would I be interested in talking to myself if I saw myself out in public? I was at the post office yesterday. This older lady was talking to me. It's actually like 2, 3 of them was just talking to me. And I'm just like, this is crazy because normally you don't see that a lot because most young people are disrespectful. They don't respect their elders. But for me, it's a total opposite. Elders love talking to me. I don't know what it is, but they love talking to me. So again, that just shows that I'm presentable because if they see a young guy they run away. They don't even want to bother with you. But because I'm always presentable when I'm out, it makes it easy to have conversation and build relationships with other people. So again, everything can happen for you, but you got to do the work. You got to do the inner work, you got to do the outer work, and you got to just go to work. Stop thinking about what you got to do and just do it. Thinking about it is harder than doing it. Thinking about it is harder than doing it. Thinking about it is harder than do it. Like Nike, just do it. So I want to pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas. It's been a phenomenal time talking to you guys on the call. I hope you guys took the information and going to go out there and do something big with it because at the end of the day, it's all about what you're going to do with the information. Either you take it and you run with it and you make something out of it, or you just had a good time hearing me talk and you didn't do anything about it. But I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to go make me some money and I'm about to go pick my son up from school and we're about to go to the park and play basketball, go look at some big houses, And guess what? Do it all over again because I put in the work now. And my son, he knows me for just
Wow.
being there. You know, just spend time with the ones that you love. Because if you say you're doing this business for your kids, actually do it for your kids. Spend the time with your kids. Spend the time with your family members. You know, I spent so much time when I was back home. When I go home, I take my mom to work. I spend time. I'm able to go pick up my niece from school. I'm able to go pick up my nephew. Like, I'm able to spend time with my family. And that means more than money because I can just be there and just be spending time with them. And they know the only type of work he's going to do on a phone, on a laptop. Other than that, I spend time with my family in Houston. I spend time with my family back in Baltimore. One thing my family can never say is that I didn't spend time with them. And that means more than any amount of money that I can give them. So again, time is your most valuable asset. Spend it with the people that matters the most. And I pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas.